If you are here for the first time, all you need to do is to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and also join my membership side so that you'll be getting some videos ahead of the time and also watching other videos that are not made open and public to all to watch, only made for those that are that have already subscribed as members to Mirror African TV. So welcome once again, and I would like us to look into a voice note that was sent to me, directed to me. Let us analyze this thing and make some corrections. Because the reason why I'm bringing in the private conversation that I have with someone on air, because I know that this narrative is something that has been flying around, holding our people captive. I mean, anything pertaining Biafra, you know. So I am here to set out the story straight so that more should learn from the private conversation that I'm having with someone. So without further ado, let me listen, and I'll be pausing it and also doing some analysis on it. So stay tuned. First of all, the thing that brought in, he's speaking in Igbo language, you know, for those that are not hearing Igbo. The thing that brought in this conversation, he sent me a video where one British journalist during the Biafran War was showing pictures of genocide that was committed on the Igbo side during that war, people that were killed. And I responded to him, those things are the result and symptoms of war. When war is being break out, if you allow the war to enter your territory, you experience such a thing. But if you take the war out of your territory, it's something different. Your people will never experience war. They will never taste war. They won't even know war looks like. But every crime that Nigeria committed in Igbo land, in Biafra land, is due to war. So that's why he started saying that what I'm saying is true. And he continues, I will come. Seaport na Lagos abụọ a na-achọkwa ịrụ nke atọ o mmiri na onweghị other steeti nwere mmiri amaghịkwa na-ekwu ka ha wụrụ number 1. Number 2. Okay, he was discussing that in Lagos State they have 2 seaports that, like the thing that is pushing the Biafrans, you know, that they have 2 seaports in Lagos, and the one they are about to develop the 3rd one. Is there no other place in Nigeria that has waters that need to be built or seaports need to be developed? Whatever Lagos State is doing, it's not the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's why Lagos State is driving their revenue from that thing. So if the Eastern governors want to develop the seaports around our area, they can do it. Because the Lagos State government and everything, they have the room to negotiate with the federal government to tell them the need for such thing and the revenue that we generate, you know. And if the federal government sees any need to it and the state need it, it's a project, they will go for it. But in the East, all the governors, have you ever heard them discussing anything that will generate money, even though create job to the ordinary people? It's not the problem. Nigeria is not tying the hands of the Eastern region, okay? Actually, Mobodo Islamized. People now the action.
And I went, no, I chose, but no, no time, no. Emo would Islamize. Emo would Islamize. Mambo for do people now, and I know something, and I say, or they possible, they possible. You know, me go in Unanya ball. Get us, or they possible. Only when I possible, no lower. Ebe when you kill somebody, now who you show bodo, with a teeny show bodo, and not pay a buari. Edge going up on our hair, and I say when him again, he never bow. America Niku. But when technology, when they call a spade. On America Niku. Now, I am.
Good. This first thing he said that that the northern part of Nigeria want to Islamize the southern part of Nigeria. And our people are like saying there is nothing like that. We should stay the way we are. And we think that it's not something that is possible, that all these things are possible, that the North has the capability to Islamize the entire Nigeria. In this Islamization of a thing, do you know why I'm not buying into it? You know, many may think maybe you are, because you are outside Nigeria, you don't see what we are seeing, you are not experienced what we are. Let me tell you one thing. If you go to the northern Nigeria, do you know in normal, without politics, in normal census, that Christians are larger than Muslims in the north? Many won't even know it. Many won't even accept what I'm saying. Christians in the northern part of Nigeria are larger than the Muslims. And these northern Muslims that want to Islamize the eastern part of Nigeria has never broke the will and the zeal and the spiritual mindset of the north to Islamize their people. First of all, turn all of them to Islam, conquer them too fully, and start moving down to the east. If they enter east, are they going to open your brain to put Quran inside your brain for you to become Islamized? You know, we like to chip out words that is too difficult to understand. How can you prove to me that somebody will Islamize me? After Biafran War, they did not Islamize everybody, not force all of us to take Islam. Now they are starting to bring Islam. It's the same Fulani that fought with the British to conquer the East. And they put another agenda. Now is the time to come and Islamize them. And for you to know the mindset of our people that are discussing all these things, he's now buying to the story that Buhari in power is not the Buhari that we voted in. He said that in a country where they impose somebody else and said that it's Buhari. How can a matured man with his brain functioning, looking at Nigeria and the president of the Federal Republic, and telling himself that Buhari is not Buhari because Nnamdi Kanu said so? And me looking at him, look at the ears, look at this one, he's too young. The Buhari that you guys are seeing, you watching me, is it not your president? Is it the technology, somebody who covered his face, somebody who did surgery? Is this person surgery? If you see Buhari as not the president of Nigeria that is imposed, he's not his imposture, he's not the real man, then you need to visit psychiatric. You need to scan your brain and take some medicines to regain your thinking. Matured men living in advanced world. That is the people that travels as they are leaving their community and moving to a new continent. They don't bag clothes. They don't bag anything. They back that same mindset and ideology of the villages and took it to the new location. And they will never allow anything to penetrate them apart that's something that they were carrying along. I don't like to insult people, but I do scan and question the thinking faculty of the Igbo people, whether something is wrong. Let me continue.
Ndị akọ nke anyị akpọ isi ala enwezi respect ị nwere enweghị also enweghị ọnụ amamighọta nna gwa gị now anyị ga-ekwu ka ndị a hapụ igbu anyị ka hapụ ịga ọgụ ndị a beme gịnị ma anyị islamize anyị ọbụla akpọ isi ala by then enwezi ihe value.
What he's trying to say that the Northerners will come and Islamize us, that all of us will become Islam and Muslims. But that Northern Nigeria that is coming to the South to Islamize us, Christians that are there are more than the Muslims.
Child. Liga herself, nowhere to be found. Why you moke when your bodono? You got to open your bodon corner use. On the Giano Boda. Or because someone there, I won't want your bodo you bo. I won't want Biafra. When Israeli ga hoga sige, now money pretend. Never. When you Israeli not here, here is your Israeli passport and what can you use British? Indeed, I'm no bodao.
All of us know that what he just said now is fake. Because I, as a German, if I travel to Hungary, example, or if I travel to, let's say, Ukraine or Russia, and I reside in that place and decide to take their passport, all the whole advanced world, I will not, what Nigeria is doing it now, there will be no room for me to denounce Germany. I can't denounce Germany. Rather, I will still take the new nationality upon my German nationality and also my Nigerian passport. All of them. Even I can go to America. You may see somebody with 3, 4, 5, 6 passports. He has nationalities all over. All you have to check is people holding their own dear that don't want to drop it. Maybe there is secret behind it. You have to check, you with dual passports, what is your fate? If something happened, who will come for your rescue? And the person that possesses one, there are differences. So using the Israelis or whatever I don't know where to fix it. Sorry. Let me continue.
Because of fulfill German get obodo oyibo ọzọ ya sị na no na ozukọ German nwanne kpọọ brand gwa m onye mere that thing.
Peter Man from Buni Buni. Oh boy. Wow. Buni Buni, long time. See, young man, we need to discuss. So after this program, send me special something. Let's talk. Let's discuss. Let me give you my email address so that you should contact me. Or if I finish, I will drop email. I have to generate one email for you so that if you contact me, we will now change contact. I will key the email address. I will generate alias so that I won't be bombarded with spam. So, following what this my brother is saying, I can't even fix all these things. That if a country is not working, it's not functioning. A country like Nigeria, is Nigeria the only country? Look at South Africa, look at Egypt. All the whole Africa is not functioning. Why? Because the people that's supposed to help to allow you to develop yourself are blocking it. They don't want you to develop. Go and watch the past generals of Nigeria. They will tell you what is happening. If you want to build common refinery in Nigeria, how they will get you assassinated, how they will destroy you. They are still using you, our brothers and sisters, to kill. They are not coming with their soldiers. There are reasons why. You won't tell me that Buhari is so wicked that he don't want to develop Nigeria. That lies in Western countries' interests. And if you don't want to follow their path, they will sanction you the way they did to Iran. You are not allowed to have your own foreign policy. Let me give you an example. All of you knows that Africa has no industry that are polluting the air. The people that damage the ozone layer are the Western nations. But as they are discussing about the payment of reparation of the ozone layer that was destroyed, they were pushing Africa to join, knowing quite well that Africa did not even know Vespa that we are using can't even pollute anything. Have you seen what they call industrial pollution? You see the black smoke going out. Dup, 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 dup. No, but they are dragging Africa around. They can't even stand firm to tell Africa, sorry that we spoil your thing, even though we slave. They can't even tell Africa, sorry for the enslavement. Imagine Nigeria, country like Nigeria. There is one artwork, ancient artwork, is not made to sell. It was in Nigerian Northern Museum. It was stolen. In the whole international community, they have archive, they have database, they have Interpol that goes after stolen artifacts all over the world. But Nigeria's own was stolen and was auctioned in the international auction, blah, blah, blah. Nigeria sent appeal, sent Interpol. Oyibo said no. West said no. If you need it, you have to buy it. It was stolen. Proof that it was stolen property. But from back, they generated certificate to make it possible for them to sell it within themselves. So, for the government not functioning, you have to understand that there is something hooking them not to make move. Economies everywhere is collapsing. They will hook Nigeria. Nigeria will start devaluing their naira. Do you think that they did it? They just do it willingly? Africa is full of resources. Look at Zimbabwe. They sanctioned Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was Zimbabwe of my phone now. Zimbabwe was buying one loaf of bread, a loaf of bread, with 30 million Zimbabwe dollar. But now, Russia have given them Expo. They have started using gold to print their money. The inflation in Zimbabwe is no longer going high. It's now sinking. Under some weeks, they introduced that gold money. The inflation sink up to 60%. Boof. Yes. Even though the IMF start calling Zimbabwe, start calling them not to print too much of that thing. Not to print too much. Maybe now it won't be sanctioned. Maybe now it's foot soldiers that will enter, as you don't want to die. What was the crime that Zimbabwe committed? Because Zimbabwe told the white settlers, the land belongs to us. How can indigenous people sit down in their country, a foreign Westerner, own almost 80% of the land, and indigenous people has only 20 within themselves? And Mugabe changed the whole story. That's why they placed sanction on them. So telling me that the government is not working, do you think that P2B can repair Nigeria under 8 years? Keep on dreaming. Let me keep on analyzing his message.
Because of America, such an American passport. No, what Jesus Christ in car. Go on my him now. obodo ga adịghị mma mere eji na-adọrọ pọpali gị na-ewekpali ọzọ. Amịghọta m na-ekwu bete ị ga-ahụ onye British gara obodo ọzọ ga-ewere British ga-ewere kpali ọzọ. Hardly you see it. Hardly. Go on onwe gị sef kpụọ bren nwanne kpụkasa bren ahụ ejeman man ejeman woman. Hi Jesus Christ. Korobịa ka gịnị egole ka ị ga-enyo ejeman man yo hapụ kpali ya were kpali ọzọ maka gị nwanne ọbụkwa asụ pụta wile n'obodo gị adịghị mma gị hapụ n'ịkpali gị si were n'ịka ka o kwe nke move around.
Dual passport did not start in Africa. Dual passport did not start in Nigeria. Dual passport has been in existence since ages. Germans living in the United States, all of them are Americans today. Police, they are police officers working. Most of them are working in different positions in the US. They are moving around with American passport and they are American citizens. Because if you fail to nationalize, you will be subjected to visa and it will bring some problems in the future. So the best thing for you is to nationalize, take your passport, and become the citizen of the country, and also keep your own nationality. Nobody, that thing play no role, but you see the mentality. I just want you people to see how our people reason, understand things, is abnormal.
So ihe na-ekwu eziokwu bete a ga-ekwu na maka mmehie a ga-eghọtawa anya mmehie abụba n'ime gị mena ihe ndị fela n'ime gị nkolomi otobo ha si ele nkolomi eme gịnị ele nkolomi na-eme gịnị na-etisachi nkolomi eweta ego a ga-eji ime obodo adị mma were na-eme bribe na bribe ndị UN bribe ndị AU na-eme bribe Amerịka bribe England ka ọ bụrụ na ka ha mechie ọnụ ka akọ nka obodo which Islamize nna mpụ na brand ha ọ dị mma.
Sorry, I'm sorry that I must laugh because watching these people that call themselves the Biafran groups, their mentality, I don't know where they came from. You know, they always live in propaganda and lies without proof or any evidence. They will sit down and generate something and they will start spreading it. Before you know it, all of them will start buying into it. All of them, you know. How do they know that Nigeria is using the money made for the country to bribe America, United Nations, and everybody for them to allow the Fulanis to conquer the Igbos? Who are you? Oh, my people, please, this is the one of the wonderful analysis that I'm about to do. Sorry, it's very funny, you know, but we need to forge ahead.
Because of na achọmọ ka alụ ọgụ achọmọ ka alụ ọgụ ihe na-emebikwa ọ dị mma nwanne okwu na onye chọrọ okwu na onye ji okwu n'ụka emeji family okwu na eji okwu n'ụka emeji obodo onye Saudi Arabia na-ekwukwe ya onye Dubai na-ekwukwe ya anyị nwere resources anyị ga-eji obodo anyị adị ama mma but due to that enweghị ndị na-atụ egwu Chineke na-achị anyị achị mere enweghị onye chọrọ ka obodo ahụ dị mma. Otu ihe ọkwa a na-ekwu Peter Obi nọrọ di ya nwanne to be honest the forces nọ na asọrọ ọkụ aha were disorganizing Peter Obi. I run that place.
What I'm about to say is this. A lot of stories that are being fly around, that are being portrayed by the Biafran people that believe in that war. One thing is this. The time we fought that Biafran war, things were still different from today. We shouldn't pray that war should break out. Because if war dare break out in Nigeria, in Igbo land, The mistakes that they made before, they will never make that mistake again. So the best thing for you is don't pray for war. Rather, utilize every instrument that is there for you to achieve whatever you are looking for. Since 2008, I have been telling the whole Biafran groups, I said, Biafra is at hand is fake. Biafra is coming is fake. United Nations will give it to us is fake. America and EU is fake. What is today is 2023. Am I a prophet? I said, United Nations is like normal union, normal meeting that we, the Nigerians, do have meetings wherever we reside. We have union that we do visit once a month. In that union, even though your wife is a harlot and all of them are sleeping with your wife, they can never nor possess nor have the mandate to authorize you nor order you to divorce your wife. I want you to understand what is United Nations. All these organizations has no what they call mandate to dictate anything because it's ordinary union where people comes in, they discuss about some certain things, yeah, but there is no mandate. If you want freedom from what? What is tormenting you in Nigeria? Are you the only one suffering? Even Igbos are better off than the Northerners. The Northern youths are suffering. Igbos, sometimes you go and learn something and you'll be managing. In the North, there is nothing like that. You will be living under begging. In Igbo land, you will see infrastructures developed by the indigenous people on their own. Go to the North. Even though it's mud house, they can't develop it. But you are the one crying the most. I believe that what Igbos should do, they should leave this 10 division, get into politics, learn how to play politics with the North. Before, the Northerners was afraid of the East because Igbos were dominating the entire political arena of Nigeria. They know how to play the game. I mean, our fathers before, they know how to play the politics. But did we learn? Even though today, your father is alive, have you ever come closer to your father, ask your father, when you were young, how did you people live? In our village, what is the laws that are forbidden in our territory? And if a crime, abomination is being committed, how do you people solve those matters that time? Have you asked your father? No. Tomorrow, you will start building fantasy. How your father was, how they did it. Did you ask him? Did your father advise you, nor give you, or transfer any knowledge to you? No. But you will still develop your own knowledge that will lead you to hellfire. Knowledge is power. History is key. Go closer to the elderly ones. Ask them questions. Interview them. Not in the public. Because I'm seeing elders in public, they need to be hanged. Like I do see some River State old men, they will tell their children that is answering Okechukwu, Chukwuode, Nna Ahamefula, that they are not Igbos. Who own the name you are bearing? Why do your mother carry two wrappers, tie two wrappers? Why do they use all the traditions? Why do they respect yam? There are things we need to learn from the elderly ones, not by power, by force. There were one group that they added me. They said that the people are doing ordinala. They are doing ordinala. And I entered the group. I now notice that this is another bunch of morons operating. Why? Because how can you try to interpret the history that you know nothing about? You never investigated. You never questioned the ancient people. And somebody will say Ajala, and you follow the sound of the sound of the name and try to use it to translate what it means. You must be joking. You must be joking. And that has been the ideology of the whole Igbo people, using rubbish to identify something that you know nothing. I said nothing. That's all I have for you. Thank you very much. And bye-bye for now.